You get the respect of the big guys up front.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
Ready. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready. Love, they go play action now.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
Touchdown!
Justin Jefferson.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Huskies get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25.
Gun. Dot. 11 MT. Dot.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
11 MT, tape. 11, dot.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
The Seahawks at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
But you look at this defense.
They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
11. 11. Dot.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
That is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before it can even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing. Love. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Taken from just outside the 30.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now it's the veteran Jamal Williams.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go. Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They go play action with Burrow.
Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here we go.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Gun.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here we go, here we go.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Mitchell.
Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Here we go, here we go.
Another shot from the one on second
11,
and goal.
11. Turbo touchdown.
They'll try to run with Mitchell.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
On one, right?
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Here's Mitchell.
And he's across the chalk in the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Elijah Mitchell.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Moody good with the extra point.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Love.
Travis Kelce.
Touchdown! Travis Kelce, 63 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
On 2.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Ready? 12, 12, 12.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here we go.
Here's second and 10.
11, 11, 11. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
11, Thomas. 11, MT, take. 11, MT, take. Stop.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
11,
Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now it's Burrow. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Irv Smith Jr. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
There's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Love looking to throw it.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here we go. Here we go. 97. Green jack. Let's go. Full set.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Going back to Love. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Huskies will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. It's Burrow. He'll buy some time right.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Seahawks 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
11.
Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer.
Ready?
After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27.
11 MT. 11 MT. 12. Stop. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Burrow on play action. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Thomas.
Now it's Burrow.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
This is taken at about the 14. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
Down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Ready, go.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
11 MT tight.
Burrow will throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
12, 12, 12.
On the counter, Mitchell. Down the left sideline.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Elijah Mitchell, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point.
And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Working out of the gun. Love. And that's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
11 MT, 11 MT. Shot.
Right back to Mitchell here.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
11 MT, tape. 11 MT, turbo touch.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down at 7.
Here's Love. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3. And quickly they get to the line. Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Gay is on for the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field, inside the 20.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Elijah Mitchell,
75 yards.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Isabella not going to risk a return here. They'll start at the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing. Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Flushed out right.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
It's the former number 4 overall pick, Clelin Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
Here we go.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Now Burrow.
Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense and tried to chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Let's go.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Ready.
Now Love. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game.
Here we go.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
11, 11, 11.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
This is 1st and 10. Love. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Love.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. Here's Love.
And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Down, 10 yards to go.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here's 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. Finding Sutton.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Love. He's going to let it fly.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Love looking to throw.
Finding Kelsey.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Love completes this to Jefferson.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. On 4th down, Love. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Here we go, here we go.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home